What's up, guys? Welcome back to Real. We just got our first official clip for She-Hulk, as She-Hulk is right around the corner, and like based on this first official clip, what we are preparing for as we head in the She-Hulk, the new Disney Plus series that's coming right around the corner, is that we can see the dynamic between Bruce and Jennifer Walters as like she's training to be a Hulk in this new official clip as well. So in this video, this will be my full breakdown of the first official clip for She-Hulk. Go over all of it and go over everything, especially between Jennifer Walters and Bruce Banner as well. But if you're new here and you enjoy this, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you miss out on videos like this in the future. So let's get into it. So here's the clip.
Being a Hulk asks for balance.
It's easy.
Little punk!
So I'm clearly nailing it at all of these things. When am I ever going to use this as a lawyer?
Jen, when you have powers like this, it's like putting a target on your back and the backs of all the people you care about.
Oh, cool. Yet another way my life is ruined. Thanks, Bruce.
All right, all I've been doing is showing you the downsides of being a Hulk, but there are a few upsides. Our bodies metabolize alcohol at an incredibly fast rate, which means that we can drink so much and not get drunk. All buzz, no barf.
That's good.
And now, with this first clip of She-Hulk, we see Bruce Banner, who is Professor Hulk, and who is now training in Jennifer Walters, who is She-Hulk, and with the Jennifer Walters, who is now in training, and actually she is like learning to control her powers as a Hulk. And then we see the most funniest thing is that with Professor Hulk, who is like punching She-Hulk off the mountain, that this is like a reference for when Hulk punched Thor for the events of the first Avengers film in the Battle of New York. And next, Jennifer Walters says like she wants to use her powers as a Hulk, but as a lawyer. And then with Professor Hulk, he says that like using like with Jennifer using her powers, but as She-Hulk as a lawyer, can like make her become a target, like and also for the people that actually cares about as well. But because as we see throughout the entire MCU with like the Hulk being like a target, especially for the military. And for everyone to be tracking down and to hunt him down as well. And plus, like with the Hulk, he's been a threat, especially with the whole Hulk that we all know and love as Green Ranger monster, as we all know and love, has been like a threat in the MCU, and like especially with the Professor Hulk, and now like telling Jennifer Walters that like she has to be careful and not using her powers as a Hulk, especially as a lawyer. And then we see Professor Hulk like making a drink from like a cocktail shaker. It looks like it's like a margarita, and then he says that their bodies can metabolize alcohol at like a very high fast rate. So that means like when they drink so much that they kind of get drunk. And now with the Professor Hulk here, like kind of like make like a drink, especially like a margarita, is going from like being the Green Ranger monster that we all know and love from the MCU. So I wonder like if like especially in the near future of the MCU, he'll go for being like Professor Hulk, and then into like being the Green Ranger monster that we all know and love from the entire MCU. Especially I love the dynamic, especially between Bruce and Jennifer. And yeah, with this first clip that we're getting for She-Hulk, and with these like the tiny tidbits that we're getting from the series itself, it sounds like with She-Hulk, it's going to be so much fun, and it's going to be a blast, especially to see the MCU debut of Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, and like Professor Hulk, like and Bruce Banner, like especially being back in the series and the MCU as well. So yeah, I'm very excited for She-Hulk, and I'm planning on covering all the episodes once it comes out on August 17th, which is around the corner as well. So yeah. I just can't wait for She-Hulk on Disney Plus. So that's my first video. 11,000 in the comments below. And what are your thoughts on the first official clip for She-Hulk? And how excited are you for She-Hulk? And are you looking forward to it on August 17th on Disney Plus? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give this video a like. and subscribe to notification button for future videos, and you can find my Instagram and Twitter for live updates. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.